Real estate. It's about more than just square footage. It's about chemistry, timing, and flawless preparation. It's a lot like a great record. If the foundation isn't right, the song never hits. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I am Ed Sabetay with Edify Real Estate. We are coming live from the Edify studio right here in New York. This show is a space where we're going to have real conversations, not just about the numbers in real estate, but with market experts, industry pros, and even some deep dives into one of my biggest passions, music history. I truly appreciate you taking the moment out of your day to be part of this community. Let's dive right into it. So when I walk into a home for the first time, I'm not just looking at the walls. I'm looking at the feelings. I'm imagining how a buyer is going to feel the moment they see your home online and that exact second they step through that front door. A lot of listing presentations start with price and marketing. Those matter. Don't get me wrong. But before any of that works, the foundation has to be right. The foundation is preparation. The biggest lesson I've learned over the years is that best results come from clarity. Clarity in expectations, clarity in preparation, clarity in positioning. My goal isn't just to sell your home, it's to make sure your home stands out as the only choice for a buyer. People often ask me, what do you do differently? Well, it starts with something I personally provide for my clients, a pre-listing inspection. I cover this expense out of my pocket. Why? Well, because there's no safer feeling than going into a contract already knowing the condition of the home. We address the issues on your terms before a buyer can actually even use them as leverage to beat you down on the price. That alone saves you weeks of renegotiation and prevents deals from falling out. So when you're interviewing agents, ask them, what is the first approach to listing my home? If a pre-listing inspection isn't part of that answer, the story actually speaks for itself. Preparation goes way beyond a quick cleaning. We start from the outside, power washing, landscaping, making it feel welcoming. But here's one of the things sellers always overlook, the utility room. It sounds boring, right? But the utility room is one of the first places a serious buyer looks to see how a home has been cared for. A clean, dust-free mechanical room shows pride of ownership. It builds trust. And guess what? Trust sells homes, which leads me into my case study, the $72,000 staging win. I want to share a real example. I recently walked into a 4-bedroom colonial in a great area. It had good bones, but it was empty. Some sellers think vacant is fine. I disagree. An empty house doesn't tell a story. I told the seller, trust the process. Let's invest in staging. So we went all in with a $5,000 investing. Now, staging, it's not decorating. It's emotional positioning. It makes rooms look bigger, brighter, and helps buyers visualize their life there. So we listed the house for $1,488,000. Guess what? The house sold for $1,560,000. That's a $72,000 over asking price. Does preparation make a difference? The numbers say yes. This is all part of my 10-step proactive selling approach. I don't just put a sign in the yard. I place a house for the entire world to see. I'm leveraging a massive network of agents across the country, researching building department records for unpermitted work, and staying in constant touch with an active buyer pool. In future episodes, I'd like to introduce you to the team behind the scenes, the attorneys, mortgage officers, and the inspectors who keep the gears turning. So, from real estate to rock and roll, I want to share something personal. Real estate is my profession, but music history, it's my soul. They actually have a lot in common. Great results in real estate, just like a classic record, come from preparation, chemistry, and knowing exactly when to make the right move. So, on our next episode, I'm stepping away from the floor plans to talk about two of the greatest minds in music, David Bowie and Freddie Mercury. Yes, this is what I'm talking about. We're going to look at how their unique chemistry created something unforgettable. You won't want to miss that. Thank you so much for taking your time to check in with me today. I truly appreciate you being here. If there's a specific topic you'd like for me to cover, or if you'd like to join me on a future episode, I'd love to hear from you. Feel free to reach out by using my email link below. I've also included a home selling checklist that I personally put together for my clients. It's a great way to stay organized and confident throughout the entire selling process. Feel free to request a copy and I'll send that out to you. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Be sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any future episodes. And as always, remember, smarter moves start with the right guidance.